What if I told you that one simple kitchen recipe could help control diabetes, clean your arteries, and strengthen your heart all at the same time? This isn't some miracle cure being sold by a fancy company. This is a powerful ingredient that's probably sitting in your kitchen right now, and most people over 50 have no idea how to use it correctly to transform their health. Today I'm going to share with you a recipe that has been used for thousands of years by traditional healers, but modern science has now proven just how incredible it really is. This isn't just another home remedy. This is a scientifically backed solution that can work alongside your current treatments to give you the health breakthrough you've been looking for. If you're tired of constantly worrying about your blood sugar levels, if you're concerned about your heart health, or if you want to take control of your health naturally and safely, then you need to pay attention to every single word I'm about to share with you. Because by the end of this video, you'll have a simple, affordable recipe that could change everything for you. Let me start by being completely honest with you. If you're over 50, your body is facing challenges that younger people simply don't understand. Your metabolism has slowed down. Your body doesn't process sugar the way it used to. Your arteries may be accumulating plaque that makes your heart work harder every single day. And the scary truth is that most people don't realize how connected all of these problems really are. When your blood sugar stays elevated for too long, it doesn't just affect your energy levels or make you feel tired. That excess sugar in your bloodstream acts like tiny pieces of glass, creating microscopic damage to the walls of your blood vessels. Over time, this damage creates the perfect environment for plaque to build up. And as that plaque accumulates, your heart has to work harder and harder to pump blood through increasingly narrow arteries. This creates a dangerous cycle. High blood sugar damages your arteries. Damaged arteries collect more plaque. More plaque means higher blood pressure. Higher blood pressure puts more stress on your heart. And a stressed heart becomes weaker over time, making it even harder to maintain healthy circulation throughout your body. But here's what most people don't realize. This cycle can be interrupted. And it doesn't require expensive medications or complicated procedures. It starts with understanding how certain natural compounds can work with your body's own healing mechanisms to address all of these problems simultaneously. The medical community has known for decades that certain foods contain compounds that can significantly impact blood sugar control, arterial health, and heart function. But for some reason, this information rarely makes it to the people who need it most. Instead, we're told to simply take more medications, restrict our diets to the point where eating becomes joyless, and hope for the best. I'm here to tell you that there's a better way. And it starts with one incredible ingredient that you can find in virtually any grocery store for less than $1. The ingredient I'm talking about is raw garlic. Now, before you think this is too simple to be true, let me explain exactly why garlic is being called a miracle food by researchers around the world, and how you can prepare it in a way that maximizes its incredible healing properties. Garlic has been used medicinally for over 5,000 years. Ancient Egyptian workers building the pyramids were given garlic to maintain their strength and health. Greek athletes consumed garlic before Olympic competitions. And traditional Chinese medicine has used garlic to treat heart and circulation problems for millennia. But it wasn't until modern scientific research that we began to understand exactly why garlic is so powerful. You see, when you crush or chop raw garlic, it releases a compound called allicin. This compound is responsible for garlic's strong smell, but more importantly, it's responsible for most of garlic's incredible health benefits. Multiple clinical studies have shown that allicin can reduce blood sugar levels by up to 12% in people with type 2 diabetes. It does this by increasing insulin sensitivity, which means your body can use the insulin it produces more effectively. But that's just the beginning. Allicin also has the remarkable ability to prevent the oxidation of LDL cholesterol. When LDL cholesterol becomes oxidized, it becomes sticky and more likely to adhere to artery walls, forming the plaques that can block blood flow. By preventing this oxidation, allicin helps keep your arteries clean and flexible. And here's where it gets really interesting. Allicin also stimulates the production of nitric oxide in your blood vessels. Nitric oxide is often called the miracle molecule because it signals your blood vessels to relax and widen. This not only improves circulation throughout your entire body, but it also reduces the workload on your heart. So with just one ingredient, We're addressing all three major issues: blood sugar control, arterial health, and heart strength. But the key is preparing it correctly, because most people destroy Allicin's power without even realizing it. You've probably heard that cooking garlic reduces its medicinal properties, and that's absolutely true. Heat destroys Allicin almost completely. But what most people don't know is that even raw garlic needs to be prepared in a specific way to maximize Allicin production. Here's the secret that makes all the difference. When you crush or chop garlic, it takes about 10 minutes for the maximum amount of Allicin to be produced. Most people chop garlic and immediately add it to their food or swallow it right away. But if you want the full medicinal benefit, you need to let that chopped garlic sit for at least 10 minutes before consuming it. Now, let me share with you the exact recipe that can help transform your health. This isn't just raw garlic. This is a carefully crafted combination that makes the garlic more effective and much easier to consume regularly. The Golden Garlic Health Elixir requires just 5 simple ingredients. You'll need 3 fresh garlic cloves, 1 tablespoon of raw honey, 1 tablespoon of fresh lemon juice, 1 teaspoon of extra virgin olive oil, and a pinch of black pepper. Here's exactly how to prepare it. Start by peeling 3 fresh garlic cloves. Make sure they're firm and have no brown spots. Using the flat side of a knife, crush each clove gently, then chop them finely. The finer you chop them, the more Allicin will be released. Place the chopped garlic in a small bowl and let it sit for exactly 10 minutes. This waiting period is crucial. During these 10 minutes, enzymes in the garlic are working to convert compounds into Allicin. Don't skip this step. While you're waiting, prepare your other ingredients. The honey should be raw and unprocessed if possible. Raw honey contains enzymes and antioxidants that support the garlic's effects. The lemon should be fresh, not bottled lemon juice. Fresh lemon juice provides vitamin C and additional compounds that help your body absorb and utilize the garlic's nutrients. After 10 minutes, add the raw honey to the chopped garlic and mix thoroughly. The honey serves multiple purposes. It makes the mixture much more palatable, but more importantly, it helps preserve the Allicin and makes it easier for your body to absorb. Next, add the fresh lemon juice. The acidity of the lemon actually helps stabilize the Allicin, ensuring it remains active in your digestive system. Mix everything together until you have a uniform paste. Now add the extra virgin olive oil. This might seem like a small addition, but it's actually very important. The healthy fats in olive oil help your body absorb the fat-soluble vitamins and compounds in garlic. Without some fat present, you won't get the full benefit of this remedy. Finally, add just a pinch of black pepper. This might surprise you, but black pepper contains a compound called piperine that can increase the absorption of many nutrients by up to 2000%. It's the same reason why turmeric is often combined with black pepper in health supplements. Mix everything together until you have a smooth golden paste. This is your Golden Garlic Health Elixir, and it contains everything your body needs to start addressing diabetes, arterial plaque, and heart weakness naturally. The best time to take this elixir is first thing in the morning, at least 30 minutes before eating anything else. Take 1 teaspoon of the mixture and either swallow it directly or mix it into a small amount of warm water. If you find the taste too strong at first, you can start with half a teaspoon and gradually work up to a full teaspoon. Consistency is absolutely critical with this remedy. You need to take it every single day for at least 30 days to start seeing significant results. Most people begin to notice improvements in their energy levels within the first week. Blood sugar improvements typically become apparent within 2 to 3 weeks of consistent use. Let me explain exactly what's happening in your body when you take this elixir regularly. Within minutes of consumption, the Allicin begins working to improve insulin sensitivity. Your cells become more responsive to insulin, which means glucose is removed from your bloodstream more efficiently. This leads to more stable blood sugar levels throughout the day. At the same time, the Allicin is working to prevent cholesterol oxidation. This means less sticky, dangerous cholesterol is available to form plaques in your arteries. Existing plaques may even begin to stabilize and shrink over time as your body's natural healing processes are enhanced. The nitric oxide boost from the garlic begins improving circulation almost immediately. Many people report feeling warmer hands and feet within just a few days of starting this regimen. This improved circulation means better oxygen and nutrient delivery to all of your organs, including your heart. Your heart benefits in multiple ways. First, the improved circulation means it doesn't have to work as hard to pump blood throughout your body. Second, the blood sugar stabilization means less inflammatory stress on the cardiovascular system. And third, the arterial health improvements mean better blood flow and less resistance. Now, I want to share with you some real-world results from people who have used this exact recipe. Margaret, a 67-year-old retired teacher from Ohio, had been struggling with type 2 diabetes for 8 years. Her morning blood sugar readings were consistently between 180 and 220, despite taking medication. She was also dealing with high blood pressure and had been told by her cardiologist that she needed to consider more aggressive treatment. Margaret started taking the Golden Garlic Health Elixir every morning, and within 3 weeks her morning blood sugar readings had dropped to between 140 and 160. After 2 months of consistent use, her readings were regularly in the 120 to 140 range. Her blood pressure also improved significantly, and her doctor was amazed by the changes in her overall cardiovascular health markers. Robert, a 59-year-old construction worker from Texas, had been dealing with circulation problems in his legs and was concerned about his heart health. His family had a history of heart disease, and he was experiencing chest tightness during physical activity. After using this elixir for 6 weeks, Robert reported that the circulation in his legs had improved dramatically, and he no longer experienced chest discomfort during his work activities. These aren't isolated cases. The combination of compounds in this elixir addresses the root causes of these health issues, not just the symptoms. But I want to be very clear about something important. This remedy is not a replacement for medical treatment. If you're currently taking medication for diabetes, high blood pressure, or heart problems, you should continue taking them as prescribed by your doctor. What this elixir can do is work alongside your current treatments to potentially make them more effective. Many people find that their medication requirements decrease over time as their overall health improves, but these changes should always be made under medical supervision. You should also be aware of some precautions. Garlic has natural blood-thinning properties, so if you're taking blood-thinning medications like warfarin, you should consult with your doctor before starting this regimen. The same applies if you're scheduled for surgery in the near future. Some people may experience stomach upset when first starting this remedy, especially if taken on an empty stomach. If this happens to you, try taking it with a small amount of food, or reduce the amount temporarily until your body adjusts. The smell of garlic on your breath is a common concern, but there are ways to minimize this. Chewing fresh parsley, mint, or fennel seeds after taking the elixir can help neutralize the odor. Some people also find that taking the elixir before brushing their teeth in the morning helps reduce the lingering smell. Now, let me address something that many people wonder about. Why isn't this information more widely known? Why aren't doctors prescribing raw garlic instead of expensive medications? The truth is that pharmaceutical companies can't patent natural substances like garlic. There's no financial incentive to conduct the large-scale clinical trials that would be needed to get garlic approved as a medical treatment. The studies that do exist are often funded by universities or independent research organizations, and they don't get the same level of publicity as studies funded by drug companies. This doesn't mean the research isn't valid. In fact, there are over 3,000 published scientific papers on garlic's health benefits. The evidence is overwhelming, but it's scattered across multiple journals and research institutions instead of being promoted by a single company with a marketing budget. Another factor is that many doctors simply aren't taught about nutritional interventions in medical school. Their training focuses on diagnosing diseases and prescribing medications or procedures. Natural remedies, even those with strong scientific backing, often aren't part of their education or practice. But times are changing. More and more healthcare providers are recognizing the value of integrative approaches that combine conventional medicine with evidence-based natural therapies. If you're working with a doctor who's open to complementary approaches, they may be very supportive of you trying this remedy alongside your current treatment. Let me also address the quality of ingredients, because this can make a significant difference in the effectiveness of your elixir. When choosing garlic, look for bulbs that are firm, dry and heavy for their size. Avoid garlic that has soft spots, green shoots, or a powdery residue, as these are signs of age or poor storage. The variety of garlic can also matter. Hardneck varieties, which are common in colder climates, tend to have higher concentrations of sulfur compounds than softneck varieties. If you have access to locally grown organic garlic, this is often your best choice. 4 honey, raw, and unfiltered varieties contain the most beneficial enzymes and compounds. Local honey may also provide additional benefits if you suffer from seasonal allergies, as it can contain small amounts of local pollens that may help desensitize your immune system. When it comes to olive oil, extra virgin varieties that are cold-pressed and stored in dark bottles retain the most antioxidants and beneficial compounds. The oil should smell fresh and fruity, not rancid or musty. Fresh lemons are always preferable to bottled lemon juice, which may contain preservatives and has often lost many of its beneficial compounds during processing and storage. Now, let me share some variations and additional tips that can make this remedy even more effective. Some people like to prepare a larger batch at once, making enough for 3 to 4 days. While this is convenient, it's important to store the mixture in the refrigerator in an airtight container, and to make sure you use it within 4 days to maintain potency. If you find the taste too strong initially, you can gradually increase the amount of garlic while keeping the other ingredients the same. Start with 1 clove instead of 3, and add an additional clove each week until you're using the full recipe. Some people also like to add a small amount of fresh ginger to the mixture. Ginger has its own blood sugar lowering and circulation improving properties, and it can help reduce any stomach upset that might occur from the garlic. If you choose to add ginger, use about half a teaspoon of freshly grated ginger root. For those who travel frequently, you can prepare individual servings in small containers or even use a pill organizer designed for liquids. This makes it easier to maintain consistency even when you're away from home. The timing of when you take the elixir can also impact its effectiveness. While first thing in the morning is generally best, some people find that taking it 30 minutes before their largest meal of the day provides better blood sugar control for that meal. You can experiment with timing to see what works best for your schedule and your body's response. It's also worth noting that the benefits of this elixir may extend beyond diabetes, arterial health, and heart strength. Many people report improvements in their immune function with fewer colds and infections. This makes sense, as garlic has well-documented antimicrobial and immune-supporting properties. Some people also notice improvements in their skin health, which is likely due to the improved circulation and the antioxidant properties of the ingredients. Better circulation means better nutrient delivery to skin cells, while antioxidants help protect against cellular damage that can lead to premature aging. Mental clarity and energy levels often improve as well. This is probably due to the combination of better blood sugar control and improved circulation to the brain. When your blood sugar is stable and your circulation is optimal, your brain receives a steady supply of glucose and oxygen, which are essential for optimal cognitive function. Now, I want to talk about what you can expect during your first month of using this remedy, because understanding the timeline can help you stay motivated and consistent. During the first week, you might notice some initial digestive adjustment as your body gets used to the raw garlic. This is normal and usually resolves quickly. You may also notice that you have more energy, especially in the afternoons when your blood sugar would normally start to crash. In the second week, many people begin to notice more stable blood sugar levels. If you're monitoring your blood sugar regularly, you may see less dramatic spikes after meals and more consistent readings throughout the day. By the third week, circulation improvements often become apparent. Your hands and feet may feel warmer, and if you've been experiencing any numbness or tingling in your extremities, this may begin to improve. During the fourth week and beyond, the arterial and heart health benefits typically become more pronounced. You may notice that you have more stamina during physical activities, and your blood pressure readings may begin to improve if they were elevated. It's important to keep a simple journal during this first month, noting your energy levels, blood sugar readings if you monitor them, and any other changes you notice. This documentation can be very motivating and can also provide valuable information to share with your healthcare provider. Speaking of healthcare providers, I strongly recommend that you inform your doctor that you're using this remedy, especially if you're taking any medications. While garlic is generally very safe, it can interact with certain medications, and your doctor may want to monitor you more closely or adjust your medications as your health improves. Some people worry that their doctor will disapprove of natural remedies, but most healthcare providers are supportive when patients take an active role in their health, especially when they're using evidence-based approaches alongside conventional treatment. Now, let me address a question that comes up frequently. Can you get the same benefits from garlic supplements? While garlic supplements can provide some benefits, they're generally not as effective as fresh garlic prepared correctly. Many supplements are processed in ways that destroy or reduce the allicin content. Others contain aged garlic extract, which has different properties than fresh allicin. If you absolutely cannot tolerate fresh garlic, look for supplements that specifically state they contain allicin and are enteric-coated to protect the compounds until they reach your intestines. However, fresh garlic prepared as I've described will almost always be more effective. Another common question is whether you can use garlic powder instead of fresh garlic. Unfortunately, garlic powder has very little allicin content. The processing required to create the powder destroys most of the beneficial compounds. Granulated garlic is slightly better than powder, but still not nearly as effective as fresh garlic. Let me also share some signs that indicate the remedy is working for you. Beyond the obvious improvements in blood sugar, blood pressure, and circulation, there are some subtle signs that many people don't recognize. One of the first things people often notice is improved sleep quality. When your blood sugar is more stable throughout the night, you're less likely to experience the sleep disruptions that can occur with blood sugar fluctuations. Better circulation also means better temperature regulation, which can improve sleep comfort. Another early sign is improved mood and reduced anxiety. Blood sugar fluctuations can significantly impact mood, causing irritability, anxiety, and depression. As your blood sugar stabilizes, many people report feeling more emotionally balanced and less stressed. Digestive health often improves as well. Garlic has prebiotic properties, meaning it feeds the beneficial bacteria in your gut. A healthier gut microbiome is associated with better overall health, improved immunity, and even better blood sugar control. Some people also notice improvements in their vision. This might seem unrelated, but diabetes can cause damage to the small blood vessels in the eyes, leading to diabetic retinopathy. The improved circulation and blood sugar control from this remedy may help protect these delicate blood vessels. If you have diabetes, you may also notice that cuts and bruises heal faster than they used to. High blood sugar can slow wound healing by interfering with the function of immune cells and reducing circulation. As these factors improve, your body's natural healing processes work more effectively. Now, I want to share some additional lifestyle factors that can enhance the effectiveness of this remedy. While the Golden Garlic Health Elixir is powerful on its own, combining it with other healthy habits can amplify its benefits significantly. First, timing your meals can make a big difference. Try to eat your meals at consistent times each day, and avoid eating large meals late in the evening. Your body's insulin sensitivity naturally decreases in the evening, so large late meals can cause more significant blood sugar spikes. Second, adding a short walk after meals, even just 10 to 15 minutes, can help improve blood sugar control. This doesn't have to be vigorous exercise. A gentle stroll around the neighborhood is sufficient to help your muscles use some of the glucose from your meal. Third, staying properly hydrated is crucial. Dehydration can cause blood sugar levels to rise, and it can also make your blood more viscous, increasing the workload on your heart. Aim for at least 8 glasses of water per day, more if you're active or live in a hot climate. Fourth, getting adequate sleep is essential for blood sugar control. Poor sleep can increase cortisol levels and reduce insulin sensitivity. Most adults need 7 to 9 hours of quality sleep per night. If you're having trouble sleeping, the improved blood sugar control from the elixir may actually help with this over time. Fifth, managing stress is crucial because chronic stress can raise blood sugar levels and increase inflammation throughout the body. This doesn't mean you need to meditate for hours each day. Simple stress management techniques like deep breathing, gentle yoga, or even just taking a few minutes each day to do something you enjoy can make a significant difference. Let me also discuss some foods that work synergistically with garlic to enhance its benefits. Onions contain many of the same sulfur compounds as garlic and can amplify the cardiovascular benefits. Try to include onions in your diet regularly, whether raw in salads or cooked in your meals. Leafy green vegetables like spinach, kale, and arugula are rich in nitrates, which your body converts to nitric oxide. This complements the nitric oxide boost you get from garlic, providing even better circulation and heart health benefits. Fatty fish like salmon, mackerel, and sardines provide omega-3 fatty acids that have potent anti-inflammatory properties. Inflammation is a key factor in diabetes, arterial disease, and heart problems, so reducing inflammation supports all of the benefits you're getting from the garlic elixir. Berries, especially blueberries and blackberries, are rich in anthocyanins, which have been shown to improve insulin sensitivity and protect against arterial damage. They're also relatively low in sugar compared to other fruits, making them a great choice for people managing diabetes. Nuts, particularly walnuts and almonds, provide healthy fats, protein, and fiber that help stabilize blood sugar levels. They also contain compounds that support heart health and may help reduce arterial plaque. Now, let me address some potential challenges you might encounter and how to overcome them. The most common issue people report is the strong taste and smell of the garlic. If this is a concern for you, remember that you can start with smaller amounts and gradually increase them. You can also try taking the elixir right before brushing your teeth, or following it with a natural breath freshener like fresh parsley or mint. Some people experience mild stomach upset initially, especially if they have sensitive stomachs or gastroesophageal reflux disease. If this happens, try taking the elixir with a small amount of food, or reduce the amount of garlic temporarily. You can also try taking it at bedtime instead of in the morning, which may reduce any daytime stomach discomfort. Another challenge some people face is remembering to take the elixir consistently. Consistency is crucial for getting the full benefits, so it's important to develop a routine. Try linking it to something you already do every day, like brushing your teeth or making coffee. Setting a reminder on your phone can also help until the habit becomes automatic. Travel can disrupt your routine, but with a little planning, you can maintain consistency even when you're away from home. You can prepare individual servings in small containers, or even bring the ingredients with you and prepare fresh elixir each day. Many hotels have small refrigerators where you can store your prepared elixir. If you're concerned about social situations where the garlic smell might be an issue, you can adjust your timing. Taking the elixir in the evening instead of the morning might work better for your social schedule, although you may need to experiment to see if this timing is as effective for your blood sugar control. Cost can be a concern for some people, but when you calculate the cost per serving, this remedy is actually very affordable. A bulb of fresh garlic typically costs less than $1 and contains multiple cloves. A jar of raw honey and a bottle of good olive oil will last for months. The total cost per day is usually less than what many people spend on a cup of coffee. Now, let me share some important information about what to expect if you're currently taking diabetes medication. Many people find that their blood sugar control improves significantly when using this remedy, which might mean their medication needs could change over time. This is actually a good thing, but it needs to be managed carefully. If you're taking insulin, you should monitor your blood sugar more frequently when you start using this remedy, especially during the first few weeks. The improved insulin sensitivity could potentially cause your blood sugar to go lower than expected if your insulin dose remains the same. For people taking oral diabetes medications like metformin, glyburide, or glipizide, the same principle applies. Your blood sugar control may improve, potentially requiring medication adjustments. Never adjust your medications on your own. Always work with your healthcare provider to make any necessary changes. This is actually one of the most exciting aspects of this remedy. Unlike medications that simply force your body to respond in certain ways, this natural approach helps restore your body's natural ability to regulate blood sugar, circulation, and heart function. As your body's natural systems improve, you may need less external intervention. Many people report that their doctors are impressed by the improvements in their blood work after consistently using this remedy. Hemoglobin A1C levels, which reflect average blood sugar over 2 to 3 months, often show significant improvement. Lipid panels frequently show better cholesterol ratios and reduced markers of inflammation. Blood pressure readings often improve as well, which makes sense given the circulation and arterial health benefits of the remedy. Some people find that their blood pressure medication needs to be reduced as their cardiovascular health improves. Let me also discuss the importance of patience and realistic expectations. While some people notice improvements within days, others may take several weeks to see significant changes. Your individual response will depend on factors like how long you've had diabetes, your overall health status, your diet, your activity level, and even genetic factors. The key is consistency. Taking the elixir occasionally won't provide the cumulative benefits that daily use can provide. Think of it like exercise. Going to the gym once in a while won't transform your fitness, but consistent daily activity will create lasting changes. It's also important to understand that this remedy works best as part of an overall healthy lifestyle. It's not a magic bullet that will overcome the effects of a poor diet, sedentary lifestyle, or chronic stress. But when combined with other healthy habits, it can be a powerful tool for transforming your health. Some people make the mistake of thinking that because they're taking a natural remedy, they can relax their other health efforts. This is not the case. The garlic elixir should enhance your other healthy habits, not replace them. Now, let me share some advanced tips for people who want to maximize the benefits of this remedy. First, consider the timing of your other meals and snacks. Taking the elixir on an empty stomach allows for better absorption, but you should also pay attention to what you eat throughout the rest of the day. Try to include some protein and healthy fat with each meal to help stabilize blood sugar. Avoid refined carbohydrates and sugary foods that can cause blood sugar spikes. Focus on whole foods like vegetables, lean proteins, nuts, seeds, and healthy fats. Second, consider adding some gentle exercise to your routine. This doesn't mean you need to join a gym or start running marathons. Simple activities like walking, swimming, or even gardening can help improve insulin sensitivity and cardiovascular health. Third, pay attention to your stress levels. Chronic stress can undermine all of your other health efforts by raising cortisol levels and promoting inflammation. Find stress management techniques that work for you, whether that's meditation, reading, spending time in nature, or engaging in hobbies you enjoy. Fourth, prioritize sleep quality. Poor sleep can disrupt blood sugar regulation and increase inflammation. Create a relaxing bedtime routine, avoid screens before bed, and keep your bedroom cool and dark. Fifth, consider working with a healthcare provider who understands integrative medicine. While your current doctor may be supportive of natural approaches, some healthcare providers have specialized training in combining conventional medicine with evidence-based natural therapies. Let me also address some frequently asked questions about this remedy. One question people often ask is whether they can double or triple the recipe to get faster results. This is not recommended. More is not always better when it comes to natural remedies. The amounts I've specified are based on research and traditional use, and taking larger amounts could potentially cause side effects without providing additional benefits. Another common question is whether children can use this remedy. While garlic is generally safe for children, the amounts used in this elixir are designed for adults. Children with diabetes should be under close medical supervision, and any natural remedies should be discussed with their pediatrician. People also ask about using this remedy during pregnancy or breastfeeding. While garlic is commonly used in cooking during pregnancy, the medicinal amounts used in this elixir should be discussed with an obstetrician before use. Some people wonder if they can use this remedy if they have other health conditions like kidney disease or liver problems. While garlic is generally safe for most people, those with serious health conditions should always consult with their healthcare provider before starting any new health regimen. Now, I want to share some success stories from people who have used this remedy consistently for several months. These stories illustrate the potential long-term benefits and may help motivate you to stick with the program. Maria, a 62-year-old grandmother from California, had been struggling with type 2 diabetes for over 10 years. Her hemoglobin A1C was consistently above 9, despite taking multiple medications. She was also dealing with neuropathy in her feet, which was affecting her ability to walk comfortably. After using the Golden Garlic Health Elixir daily for 6 months, Maria's A1C had dropped to 7.2. Even more importantly to her, the neuropathy symptoms in her feet had improved significantly. She was able to take longer walks with her grandchildren and felt more energetic throughout the day. Her doctor was so impressed with the improvements that he was able to reduce one of her diabetes medications. James, a 68-year-old retired mechanic from Michigan, had suffered a mild heart attack 2 years earlier. Despite taking medication for his heart condition and high blood pressure, he was still experiencing chest tightness during physical activity and was afraid to exert himself. His cardiologist had told him that his arteries showed significant plaque buildup. After 8 months of consistent use of the garlic elixir, James noticed that he could work in his garden and walk upstairs without experiencing chest discomfort. A follow-up cardiac stress test showed improved heart function, and his cardiologist noted that his blood pressure had stabilized at healthier levels. James felt like he had gotten his life back and was no longer afraid to be active. These stories are not unusual. When you address the root causes of health problems rather than just treating symptoms, your body's natural healing ability can produce remarkable results. But these improvements don't happen overnight, and they require consistent effort. Let me share some tips for staying motivated during the first few months when you're building this healthy habit. First, keep a simple journal noting your energy levels, how you feel, and any improvements you notice. Small improvements that happen gradually can be easy to overlook, but when you write them down, you can see the progress you're making. Second, take baseline measurements before you start. If you monitor your blood sugar, record your typical readings. If you check your blood pressure at home, note those numbers. Take note of your energy levels, sleep quality, and any symptoms you're experiencing. Having these baselines will help you recognize improvements as they occur. Third, be patient with yourself. If you forget to take the elixir one day, don't let that derail your entire effort. Just get back on track the next day. Consistency over time is more important than perfection every single day. Fourth, find an accountability partner. This could be a spouse, family member, or friend who supports your health goals. Having someone to check in with can help you stay motivated, especially during the first few weeks when you're establishing the habit. Fifth, celebrate small victories. When you notice that you have more energy or your blood sugar reading is better than usual, or you feel less winded climbing stairs, acknowledge these improvements. They're signs that your body is responding positively to the healthy changes you're making. Now, let me address the bigger picture of why natural approaches like this are so important, especially for people over 50. As we age, our bodies become less efficient at many processes, including blood sugar regulation, maintaining healthy circulation, and repairing cellular damage. This doesn't mean we're doomed to poor health, but it does mean we need to be more proactive about supporting our body's natural functions. Conventional medicine excels at treating acute health crises and managing serious diseases. If you have a heart attack, modern medicine can save your life. If your blood sugar is dangerously high, medications can bring it down quickly. But conventional medicine is less focused on addressing the underlying factors that lead to these problems in the first place. This is where natural approaches shine. By providing your body with the nutrients and compounds it needs to function optimally, you can often prevent problems from developing or becoming severe. The garlic elixir works by supporting your body's natural mechanisms for regulating blood sugar, maintaining healthy circulation, and protecting your cardiovascular system. This doesn't mean you should abandon conventional medical care. Rather, the most effective approach often combines the best of both worlds, using conventional medicine when necessary while also supporting your body's natural healing abilities with evidence-based natural therapies.